me break.
So our next guest was runner-up on season 1 of the NBC show The Apprentice. Take a look at this.
I'm Kwame Jackson. I'm 29 years old.
I have an MBA from the Harvard Business School and have worked as an investment manager for a major Wall Street firm.
My name is Erica Vetrini, and I'm from New York City.
By Donald Trump, he has traveled the world as a motivational speaker and even founded his own luxury lifestyle and men's accessories brand called Crimson by Kwame. Tonight, he will be speaking at the Millennial Week's Unconference, where he will be inspiring millennials by giving entrepreneurship and branding tips. First, though, Kwame Jackson joins us live in the loft along with Millennial Week founding director Natalie Moss. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
All right, so you're calling it an unconference. Let's first talk about what is Millennial Week and why is it an unconference?
Sure. Well, as you know, you can't turn on the television, open a newspaper or a web browser for that matter without hearing something about millennials.
Right.
Everything to who we're voting for, who aren't we voting for, unemployment rates. And while we find that a lot of that conversation comes from commentators and pollsters who are outside the generation, we don't see quite as much dialogue being generated by millennials themselves. And let's face it, millennials can have a bit of a PR problem. Either you think we're the best thing ever or you think we're a bunch of lazy, selfie-taking narcissists. So we founded the event to really establish a platform to inspire, mentor, and coach as opposed to critique.
And Kwame, you obviously doing motivational speaking, so I'm assuming that's what you're going to be doing at this event. Tell us your role.
Yes, so I'm involved with Millennial Week as a host for the Digital Town Hall tonight to talk about career strategies, entrepreneurship, social activism, and then also tomorrow at the Unconference to talk about personal branding and the power of using that as an entrepreneur in the workplace, also with the career strategies to advance. How
do you get millennials to really engage in this? Because as you said, you know, a lot of them are disconnected and they're sort of doing their own thing. How do you get them to engage in something like this and to see the benefit in it?
Yeah, I think there's a powerful social networking piece to knowing that you're involved in something like Millennial Week. Obviously, with 82 million folks, they are the largest, career cohort. They are the largest consumer base, and they are going to put a stamp on kind of American popular culture and business culture and political culture going forward.
And you have a pretty impressive lineup for this event.
We do. We've had some amazing speakers so far. We actually started the week on October the 9th and have some amazing speakers lined up. Everyone from Alexa Von Tobel, who, a founder of LearnVest, to Lauren Milan, co-host of the Oxygen Network show Quit Your Day Job, and of course, Kwame Jackson.
Right. And I want to get back to you because you talked about the branding, and you do have actually branding tips that you can offer us this morning.
Yes.
Let's run through some of them.
Awesome. So a couple different things. I think when you think about starting your personal brand, it's really a series of workplace habits. What do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known for showing up late? Do you want to be known for, being well-dressed? Do you want to be known for delivering on-time and competent work? As you develop those series of workplace habits, that resonates as your personal brand, and then people begin to tell that narrative and that story about you. So you want to be able to carry that from workplace to workplace, from employer to employer.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, definitely. So as an entrepreneur, it's always about the power of your intuition. Follow that and make sure you listen to it, because people who don't see the vision in the first place are the people who are always going to be left behind. So knowing that your gut is your ultimate North Star and your guide as an entrepreneur in terms of what that next business opportunity is, in terms of what that vision is for you, you always need to follow it.
And I know there are more. We're not going to give it all away, although it's on the screen, because we want people to come to this conference and get more of it. And Kwame, I want to switch gears a little bit. Okay. We introduced you as obviously being on the first season of The Apprentice.
Yes.
Recently, you made some news by coming out with some pretty strong words against your former boss, if you should call him that, Donald Trump. You want to talk a little bit about what you had to say?
Well, I have to correct. I was never fired from The Apprentice. I was the only person in the history never to be fired, but I was the runner-up on the first season, and obviously he chose Bill Rancic. I have very strong views on Donald Trump. I think as a diversity and inclusion consultant focused on improving workplace strategies for that cohort, the things that he said about women are dangerous in terms of their career advancement. The things that he said about minorities are also dangerous. So I feel like it would be professional malpractice for me not to get out and speak out against what I really see as a clear and present danger for the advancement of diversity and inclusion in corporate America and in business.
I understand. Okay, and will any of this be addressed in the conference, at least for millennials, giving them tips on how to navigate these types of pitfalls?
Sure. I think in terms of the personal branding tips, definitely the Unconference that we're hosting tomorrow, as well as tonight's Digital Town Hall, Kwame will be discussing all of those issues.
All right, Natalie, Kwame, thank you guys so much. Sounds like it's going to be a great event.
Thank you.
All right, back over to you guys.